Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most powerful books ever written about human potential. Mindset by Dweck. This book has changed millions of lives by revealing one simple truth. The way we think about ourselves shapes our success, our happiness, and our future. So grab your headphones, sit back, and let's explore the first part of this life-changing summary. Part 1. The two mindsets, fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Let's start with the foundation. According to Dweck, there are two types of mindsets: fixed and growth. A person with a fixed mindset believes that their intelligence, talent, and abilities are set in stone. They believe you're either born smart or you're not. You're either talented or you're not. So when they fail or struggle, they think, "I'm just not good at this," and they give up. But a person with a growth mindset believes that abilities can be developed with effort, learning, and time. They see failure as feedback. They think, "Okay, I made a mistake. What can I learn from it? How can I improve?" Example: imagine two students. One gets a low grade on a math test and says, "I'm just not a math person." That's a fixed mindset. The other says, "I need to study differently next time. Maybe I'll ask the teacher for help." That's a growth mindset. Now let's go deeper. Why is this important? Because the way you view yourself decides how you act. If you think you're stuck with your current intelligence or talent, you'll avoid challenges, give up easily, and feel threatened by other people's success. But if you believe you can grow, you'll embrace learning, bounce back from setbacks, and keep improving. Here's another real-world example. Let's talk about Michael Jordan. He's often called the greatest basketball player of all time. But in high school, he was cut from the varsity basketball team. Most people would give up, but Jordan didn't. He practiced harder, trained longer, and came back stronger. That's not just talent. That's the growth mindset in action. The message here is simple. Your mindset is not about what you can do today, but what you believe you can learn to do tomorrow. So if you've ever said, "I'm not smart enough," or "I can't do this," it's time to stop, because that's not truth. It's just mindset. And the good news? You can change your mindset. You can choose growth. Part 2. How mindset affects your life, relationships, career, and success. In Part 1, we learned about the two mindsets, fixed and growth. Now let's go one level deeper. You may be wondering, "Okay, I get the idea, but how does this mindset thing actually affect my real life?" The answer is, it affects everything. Your relationships, your career, your dreams, your confidence, even how you react to failure or criticism. Let's break this down. 1. Mindset in relationships. Have you ever been in a relationship, romantic, family, or friendship, where the other person just couldn't accept your mistakes? People with a fixed mindset often believe that if someone truly loves me, they should know what I need. They expect perfection from others and themselves. When problems arise, they might think, "This relationship isn't meant to be," or, "If we have to work at it, something is wrong." But people with a growth mindset think differently. They understand that strong relationships are built over time with effort, communication, and understanding. They believe people can learn to love better, listen better, and grow together. Example: imagine two friends who have a big argument. One walks away and never talks again. That's fixed mindset. It's broken. It can't be fixed. The other friend says, "Let's talk." I want to understand where we went wrong and fix it. That's growth mindset in action. Relationships thrive when we stop expecting perfection and start choosing growth. 2. Mindset in career and work. Now let's talk about your job, your business, or your studies. People with a fixed mindset are afraid of looking stupid or making mistakes. So they play it safe. They don't ask questions in meetings. They don't take on big challenges. They stick to what they know. But here's the truth. No great career is built on fear. Growth mindset says, I don't know this yet, but I can learn. Example. Think of Oprah Winfrey. She was fired from her first television job. Some people told her she wasn't fit for TV. But she didn't stop. She kept learning, kept trying, and eventually became one of the most influential women in the world. That's the power of a growth mindset. If you're stuck in a job or you're scared of trying something new, remember, you're not stuck. You're just learning. Keep going. 3. Mindset and failure. Let's face it, no one likes to fail, but how you react to failure shows your true mindset. People with a fixed mindset take failure personally. They feel embarrassed. They avoid risks. They stop trying. But people with a growth mindset see failure as a part of the process. They say, this didn't work. What can I learn from it? Example. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was rejected by 12 publishers. She was a single mother living on welfare. But she believed in her story, kept submitting her book, and finally, someone said yes. Today, she's one of the richest authors in history. Failure didn't stop her. It shaped her. 4. Mindset and success. Success is not about luck. It's about consistency, effort, and belief in your ability to grow. When you think successful people were born with talent, you miss the most important part. They worked hard, made mistakes, failed, improved, and kept going. The growth mindset helps you enjoy the process, not just the result. So don't say, I'll feel proud when I reach the top. Say, I'm proud because I'm climbing. Every single day. Final words. Your mindset is not just a belief. It's a lens, a way of seeing the world. Change your mindset, and you can literally change your life. Part 3. How to build a growth mindset in daily life. In the last part, we learned how mindset impacts your relationships, career, failures, and success. Let's focus on something even more important. How can you start building a growth mindset today? Because it's not enough to just understand the concept. Real change comes when we live it, practice it, and breathe it. Let's go step by step. 1. Become aware of your inner voice. Let's start with your thoughts. Every day, there's a voice inside your head. It says things like, I can't do this. I'm not good at this. What if I fail? This is your fixed mindset speaking. Most of the time, we don't even realize we're listening to it. So the first step is to notice it. Example. Next time you're learning something new, maybe cooking, public speaking, or working on a skill, and your brain says, I'm terrible at this. Pause. Take a breath. Tell yourself, I'm learning. I'm improving. I just need more practice. This simple shift, from judging yourself to coaching yourself, is powerful. 2. Replace I can't with I can learn. Words are powerful. What you say becomes what you believe. Instead of saying, I can't speak English well, I'm bad at math. I'm not confident. Try saying, I'm learning to speak English. I'm improving at math. I'm building confidence. This is not about lying to yourself. It's about focusing on growth instead of limitation. Real-life example. Think of a baby learning to walk. They fall hundreds of times, but never say, "I'm just not a walk-in person." They get up, they try again. That's pure growth mindset. And we all had it once. Let's bring it back. 3. Celebrate effort, not just results. In a fixed mindset, success means being perfect. In a growth mindset, success means trying, failing, and trying again. Start celebrating effort, your own and others. If you studied hard, that's a win, even if you didn't get full marks. If you gave a speech and stumbled, that's growth. You showed courage. If you started a new habit, even for one day, that's progress. Give yourself credit. When you respect your effort, you build confidence. 4. Learn from criticism instead of avoiding it. Let's be honest, no one likes criticism, but how you handle it shows your mindset. Fixed mindset says, "They're attacking me." Growth mindset says, "Maybe there's something I can learn here." Example. Let's say someone tells you, "Your presentation wasn't clear." Don't get defensive. Ask, "What part was confusing? How can I improve?" This doesn't mean all criticism is correct, but it's a chance to grow, reflect, and improve. 5. Stop comparing, start growing. Comparison is a trap. When you scroll social media and see someone else succeeding, it's easy to think, "They're better than me." But remember, you see their highlight reel, not their hard work. You have different strengths, timing, and purpose. Instead of comparing, ask yourself, how far have I come? What's the next step I can take? Your journey is not a race. It's a process. Focus on progress, not perfection. 6. Challenge yourself on purpose. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. So if you want to develop a growth mindset, start doing things that scare you. Just a little. Speak in front of others. Try a new skill. Ask questions even if you feel nervous. Learn something that seems difficult. Every time you step into discomfort, you expand what you believe is possible. Example. A person afraid of public speaking starts with one sentence in front of a mirror, then a small group, then a bigger audience, one step at a time, and soon fear turns into strength. 7. Be patient with your growth. We live in a fast world, fast food, fast internet, fast everything. But real growth is slow. A tree takes years to grow. Muscles take weeks to build. Skills take daily practice. So be kind to yourself. If you fail today, try again tomorrow. If you forget, begin again. Keep watering your mindset like a plant. With time, you'll see amazing results. Final words. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to believe in growth. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So start today. Be aware. Replace your words. Celebrate your effort. Learn from failure. Push your limits. And above all, be patient. Part 4. The power of mindset in parenting, teaching, and leadership. Extended. Now we are going to explore one of the most powerful ideas about mindset. How it affects not only your life, but also the lives of the people around you. Whether you are a parent raising children, a teacher guiding students, or a leader managing a team, your mindset shapes how others see themselves and what they believe they can achieve. This part is important because many people don't realize how much influence they have on others, just by the way they think, speak, and act. So let's dive deep into how to use the growth mindset to inspire, support, and transform those around you. 1. What you praise can build or break confidence. Words are powerful. When you praise someone, it can either encourage them to keep trying or make them afraid to fail. The danger of fixed mindset praise. Imagine a parent tells their child, "You're so smart," or a teacher says, "You're a natural genius." It sounds nice, but this kind of praise puts pressure on the person to always be perfect. The moment they fail, they might think, "If I'm not smart this time, maybe I'm not smart at all." This fear stops them from taking risks or trying difficult tasks. The power of growth mindset praise. Now imagine instead that you say, "I'm proud of how hard you worked," or "You kept trying even when it was tough." These words teach a different lesson. That effort, persistence, and learning from mistakes are what matter most. This kind of praise builds resilience and courage. Example. Take the story of a young artist who struggled to draw realistic faces. Her teacher didn't say, "You're not talented." Instead, the teacher said, "Your shading is improving because you practice every day. Keep it up." Over time, the artist grew confident and skilled because she learned that effort brings progress. 2. Teach that mistakes are opportunities, not failures. Many people grow up fearing mistakes because adults often react with disappointment or punishment. But mistakes are the most important part of learning. Fixed mindset reaction to mistakes. When someone says, "You failed because you're not good enough," it creates fear and shame. People stop trying new things because they don't want to feel that pain again. Growth mindset reaction to mistakes. But when you say, "Mistakes help us learn," or "What can we try differently next time?" you change the entire experience. This shows that failure is just feedback, not the end. Example. Thomas Edison is famous for inventing the light bulb. But did you know he failed thousands of times? When asked about his failures, he said, "I didn't fail. I just found 10 ways that won't work." His mindset made all the difference. Because he saw failure as learning, he never gave up. Parents and teachers can do the same by encouraging children to see mistakes as steps forward, not reasons to quit. 3. Labels shape identity. Use them carefully. Labels are powerful words that stick to us and shape how we see ourselves. Think about the difference between hearing, "You're lazy," "You're smart," "You're a leader," "You're shy." These labels can either limit or motivate people. If you keep telling a child or employee they are bad at math, they might believe they can never improve. But if you say, "You haven't learned this yet," it opens the door to growth. Example. A teacher once had a student who was very quiet and shy. Instead of saying, "She's too shy to speak," the teacher said, "She's learning to find her voice." Over time, that student became confident and even led group projects. The way the teacher framed her identity gave her hope and motivation. 4. Create a safe environment to explore and grow. Whether at home, school, or work, people need a place where they feel safe to make mistakes, share ideas, and take risks. When people are afraid of being judged or punished, they hold back. They won't speak up, try new things, or push themselves. But when they know they won't be shamed for failing, they become more creative and courageous. Example. In a company where the boss encourages employees to try new ideas, even if they fail, the team comes up with innovative products and solutions. But in a company where the boss punishes mistakes, employees only do what's safe and avoid risks. Parents and teachers can create this safety by saying things like, "It's okay to be wrong. Let's see what we can learn. I support your effort." 5. Be a living example of growth mindset. You can't teach mindset unless you live it yourself. People notice if you say one thing but do another. If you want others to grow, you need to. Admit your own mistakes and learning moments. Show that you are open to feedback. Keep trying even when things are hard. Celebrate your effort and progress, not just results. Example: a leader who admits, "I don't know everything, but I'm learning," inspires their team to do the same. A parent who tries a new hobby and shares their struggles shows children that growth is for everyone, not just the experts. Final thought: remember, your mindset is contagious. The way you think, speak, and act influences everyone around you. Whether you are a parent, teacher, or leader, you hold the power to inspire growth, courage, and success in others. Next, we will explore why some people give up easily while others keep pushing forward no matter how tough life gets. You'll learn how to develop unstoppable motivation by mastering your mindset. Part 5. How to develop unstoppable motivation and resilience. Through mindset. Now, we'll discover the secret behind people who never give up, no matter how many times they fail. What makes them different? It's their mindset. They see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and hard work as the path to success. Let's dive deep into how you can build that unstoppable motivation and resilience too. 1. Understanding the real meaning of failure. Most people fear failure because they think it means they are not good enough or that they are losing. But failure is just a sign that you are trying something new, and growth always starts outside your comfort zone. 2. Set clear and meaningful goals. Motivation fades when your goals are unclear or meaningless. When you know why you want something, your mind stays focused and your heart stays passionate. Write down your goals. Break them into small steps. Celebrate small wins every day. Example: think of a runner training for a marathon. They don't just run one day and stop. They set small targets, running 1 kilometer, then 5 kilometers, then 10 kilometers. Every step forward feels like progress, which keeps motivation alive. 3. Use positive self-talk to fuel your drive. Your inner voice controls your mindset. If you constantly say, "I can't do this," your brain believes it. But if you say, "I am learning every day," or "I am capable," you create positive energy that pushes you forward. Try saying positive affirmations every morning. It rewires your brain to believe in success. 4. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people around you impact your mindset. If you spend time with negative or doubtful people, their mindset can drag you down. But if you surround yourself with motivated, supportive, and growth-minded people, their energy will lift you up. Join groups, communities, or find mentors who believe in growth and positivity. 5. Develop the habit of consistency. Motivation alone is not enough. You need consistency. Showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Success is the result of repeated efforts over time. Example: Serena Williams didn't become a tennis champion overnight. It was years of daily practice, often when she felt tired or discouraged, that made her a legend. 6. Learn to rest and recharge. Motivation can burn out if you push too hard without rest. Your brain and body need time to recover to keep performing at their best. Rest is not weakness. It's part of growth. Make time for hobbies, relaxation, and sleep. It will increase your energy and focus. 7. Keep learning and adapting. The world changes, and challenges will always appear. Those who succeed are lifelong learners. They adapt and improve constantly. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch motivational videos, and never stop learning. Final thought. Unstoppable motivation is not magic. It's built with the right mindset every single day. When you see failure as feedback, set clear goals, practice positive self-talk, surround yourself with support, stay consistent, rest well, and keep learning, nothing can stop you. Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing lessons. Together, we grow stronger every day.